Hello everyone and welcome to the sixth part of the static tutorial. Today we will make the barbed wires mesh and also attach it to the main mesh. First we will look at the references, the photo references. As you see, there is quite a lot of wire here and there. It's quite complex actually to understand the way it's done at first. So you have a lot of horizontals, verticals, diagonals going here and there. You can also see the nodes. So I've made a quick drawing to explain what we will do. So first we will have the links that will attach the three logs together on each side. Then the main frame, which is, well, rather simple. Just there will be the nodes also that needs to be done on each extremity. Then the secondary frame that will start here and end there. Then we'll start adding diagonals, so crosses on top at the bottom of the static. Some reinforcements for variety, and also a last set of crosses going inside the static. So before actually modeling the wires, I want to explain the difference that we have between a static mesh and what we'll be doing. That will be a bundle mesh. So here on the left, you can see that we have our base for the barbed wire. It used no transparency with a shutter technique, static mesh, and base detail and detain, which is the three textures that are there. In the contrary, we will have here with the bundle mesh some transparency. So it uses a different technique in game. You can note that we have the metal parts separated from the wires. In case, for example, you just want the wire. If I remember correctly, now you can export the two together, but it's always better to have them separated to well, handle things proper. Also, that means that when you are doing the loads, load 0, 1, 2, 3, here you can see that you don't have loads because you have no real necessity. It will avoid to load 4 times the number of polygons. You would just load it once. Just so you guys see what the tissue looks like when there is no transparency. Up. So it looks like that. Up. Alpha blend and alpha test are two different techniques of transparency. It plays mostly on the, if I remember correctly, on the compression, and also where the transparency information is loaded on the textures. So for the barbed wires, we have two textures available right now. One which is a single wire going from left to right, so it's easy to tile. And another sheet with a bit more of variations and lots of barbed wire in circle, etc. So it used less triangles to actually depict that in game. Not that I put color just beyond the texture so you guys can see clearly what I'm talking about. I guess I will use this one and this one for the statics we'll be doing. Perhaps we will use those. We will see what we can do. To create the bundle mesh material for the barbed wire, we will use bundle mesh. So we used to have a static mesh for the other, but here we use bundle mesh. We will load the color, the normal map, and change the alpha technique. We now use the barbed wire 2C and wire 2B, so color and bump for normal. I will create a box so you guys can see how it looks. And the bump. And as you can see, we have no transparencies there, so we'll put alpha blend. And here we have our barbed wires with transparency. Now I will actually import barbed wire we already have in game. Check the proportion of the thing and start doing the various wires here and there. I've now loaded one barbed wire that we can find in Omaha Beach, which is a destroyable static. I've also removed the transparency from our texture. It will be a bit easier to handle. What I will do is actually scale one wire, a second wire, properly, so it matches what we already have in game, and then we will start building the thing. So we'll do an unwrap. Now I've managed to rescale the thing. So here I will do my first barbed wire, and here the second one. So we don't need our reference anymore. Just cut there. And cut here. So the size of the mesh is not a problem even with the transparency. It will actually be useful for the cold meshes of the barbed wire. Instead of starting with the nodes or some difficult spot, we'll actually start with the main frame and the second frame. So I've made here a block out of where the strings will be, the wires will be. So the squares here, the horizontal, etc., etc. And now I will start duplicating this and make it wrap around the static. I have to tell that the the wires actually changed a lot since the last part of the video. So multiple things to say. First, I've changed my mind on the texture used. So I'm not using barbed wire 2, but barbed wire single. Two things about that. I changed to the single because I was willing to use only straight part of the big atlas, so only the part where the atlas, the wires were straight, not the circles, etc. So I said, well, instead of using a big atlas for just a small part, why not use only the other texture, which has only just what I wanted, you know. So this also, I changed a bit the scale, etc. So you guys can see here it's the scale I used previously with barbed wire 2, and here the new scale with barbed wire single. It's more subtle and I like it that way. This was a bit too big and too sketchy, I guessed. So now that we are ready to export, you can note that I've actually separated my stuff in two parts. So the notes here, the links if you want, and the regular barbed wire part, the frame. I will show you why I've separated them for now. We will build a bundle mesh. Now we have two two geom 0 and geom 1. We won't need geom 1, so I will delete it. I will perhaps explain what's the use of those geom in next video, but for this we only need one geom. We will export, and you will see one important thing. Up, so mesh. So the barbed wire, even if you use some transparency, won't be two-sided. What I mean is that in 3ds you make a face, you put the texture on it, but it will only show on one side. It won't show on the other side. So you will have to duplicate everything you've done so far, sorry, and invert the normals. So just flip the face on itself, so it can show from the other side. And now you understand why I didn't put the links with this mesh. It's because I don't want this to be duplicated, because the other side will never be seen. So duplicate, yes, and now we select the first one and we attach. Sorry. So flip normals up, and now up, up. And if we export, yeah, now we have two-sided faces, which are actually two different geometries, but it works, you know. And you can see here the result in 3ds with the base of what we have. Two things you can note. I didn't go with the round shape that some of the other reference have, because I wanted this static to actually have a look quite different from what we already have in game, to make it, you know, fresh. And also I simplified a bit some part of the static. So for example, there is a bit less diagonals than what we have here. And also the nodes are quite simplified, because if I start doing a lot of things, the geometry, the triangle count will really skyrocket. So yeah, this is simple and it works from the soldier point of view. I've not done the calls and the loads yet on the wires, but I will show you how to uh, add as a bundle the wires on this mesh. So one thing first is if you open or snow variant, you can note here we have something called simple object. What we will do is actually change that here by putting two underscores bundle and re-exporting the static. Yep. And if we go to the new export scene, you can see now we have noted bundle. So I've showed you how to do it from 3ds. You can actually go directly in the pad and put bundle here. Yep. And bundle there. It will work exactly the same. And now we are in the editor, so I will show you the way to add the wire in the editor and also how to do it only by using the the notepad. So in the editor, you have to open the base static you will be using, which needs a bundle in its name. Then you go to add new child and you select a static object. Bundle. So if I recall correctly, it's bundle. Yeah, should be bundle. Up. And we use W. No. Et voilà. So I use the same pivot and origin as the as the um, as the main mesh. So that's why we have for our thing matching. I think I'm missing something. Yeah, I'm missing one part of the barbed wire. I've perhaps deleted here that I have to remove. That I have to add, sorry. I will do that and add it back. And then I will show you in the notepad how to do it. And for the notepad technique, so on the left you have the one I've just done in 3ds and in the editor, and on the right the one that hasn't changed yet. So you can note the difference. Simple object here, bundle there. Same here, bundle, simple object. And if you go down, we have this, which is the way the game adds the barbed wires to the mount. So what we will do is actually just modify those lines, copy this, and this. Up. If, for example, the you have a static with a different name, you can just change the name you have set when exporting. And if, for example, you have 2 or 3 statics to add, you can do that. And for example, 2, 3, 4, etc. And so without even touching anything to the editor, I will open the one we've done with the text edit, and you will see that we have the wires up and running. And I also fixed the missing wire part off screen. So we have this static ready. We are missing the solder mesh, which will give the sound where you are hitting barbed wires and also where you get stuck inside. We won't need any projectile mesh or vehicle mesh. We will need a cold free though, so AI soldiers know they can't get through it. And we will perhaps do some lots also, because we have something like 700 triangles for this, and that's quite a lot. So I will try to simplify this later, but I will show you how it looks in game. Now we have our barbed wires in game. So I didn't change anything on the map. I've just put the new coding into the map files, and voila. So it works. Of course, now there is no cold mesh. Here you can see we have the wires wrapping around the snow, which perhaps is something we don't want, so we'll see if we change that or not. And of course we will have to do some lots, because yeah, there is a lot of stuff happening there. But yeah, it works actually better than I expected. Pretty nice. So now I've done the loads, the calls, etc. And also the coding on the wires. So when I approach the wire, you can see that I'm hurting myself. You can also note that the wires are not glossy anymore. I actually generated the AMI map for the map, so you don't have to generate light map sample for this bundle, this bundle mesh. Sorry, only the mount will have light maps generated. The wires don't need. And voila. So well, we are good. So thanks for watching this tutorial so far. I will keep making more videos about static modeling, etc. I will probably do one on destroyable statics, and also some a glimpse on new stuff we are making. But for now, yeah. Thanks everyone, and see you next time.